Oh yeah, Daniel, what you missed, right? One, Zake Night is our next guest for the podcast.
Nice.
And two, these two idiots didn't realize that we do the podcast naked every week, so...
Yep, pretty much. I just drop my groceries and then strip.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, like the way the Sims do it, like a twist.
Yeah, exactly. You do the spin and then the...
Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah.
Someone should do a naked sim cosplay. Like with the pixelated box.
Pixelated box, yeah.
And the plum bob on the top of the head, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Well, I mean, the kitchen's behind me.
Don't kill yourself.
no. We almost had something similar last time.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Daniel's a real life sim.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we should start on that note then. welcome to dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast. Hey, this is episode 11, and to celebrate our second double digits episode, we have guests this time. Guests, plural.
Oh, cool.
True.
So if you thought we talked over each other a lot before this, get ready for even more talking over each other.
Oh boy.
Oh,
It's
yay.
It's gonna be like a day one rakyat meeting, you know, like someone's gonna say something and
And I don't envy the job of the one speaker.
yeah, man.
Okay,
So, let's
introducing the
introduce our
panel.
new guest.
Yeah, the guest
Already
first.
talking over-
The guest first. Wam, introduce them, please.
Okay, we have Jer from the Jerry cast.
Seriously?
Sure.
Oh, I'm a sure.
And we have Kuro, also from the Jerry cast. I think Kuro cast is a much better name, by the way. Just
Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna change
same.
it then. Okay.
No. Flip back and forth. The first episode is Jerry cast, and the other is Kuro cast.
yeah, you have to be like rainbow. You don't have to have rainbow black and rainbow white. Is there rainbow white? I can't remember. No, 2 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
So that's Jerry and
Actually,
Kuro.
about 2 a.m. and 2 p.m.
You know how like in all those like movies they always have like the person goes to Vegas and then they don't remember what happens and they wake up in bed with a stranger. That's exactly how this happened. Right after Vax, we conked out and we woke up and we were next to the Jerry cast and we're like, well, we're recording now, so guess what? That's how that happened.
It happens.
It
Uh,
totally happens. And yeah, if you have heard, the rest of the panelists, our fabulous four, is still here. Say hi, Wam.
You haven't killed us yet.
Not yet.
Internet.
The next,
Not yet.
and then we
You
have,
should have aimed for the head.
and we have Daniel,
Hello.
and we still have Annan here,
Hello.
and the guy who have to pilot this whole shit show every day of the week. No, not every day of the week. Every time we
tried that for
recording.
E3. Never again.
Never again. Until next year.
Next year I'm going to outsource this. So Amira Bekronos Ashraf is hosting the whole thing, and we have a show to run. So guys, so basically we've met at Vex, we've done a panel at Vex, and suffice to say, it was not a shitty panel as we expected.
Much to everyone's disappointment.
Unfortunately, if for loyal listeners to dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast, you might have heard that we targeted around 5 people, including us, to be attending the panel. And fortunately or unfortunately enough, depending on how you look at it, we got a crowd for some reason. And that explains why we got the Jerica's team here.
Yep.
So let's because Vex is a very important, you say, connection, the relationship between us. How about let's talk about what happened last week at last week, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
last
week.
week.
Yeah.
Last
Right.
week, yeah.
Last week at Vex. So, what do you guys think about the event, Visual Art Expo?
Huh.
I feel like there was a lower turnout than usual. Like,
Yeah.
it's really sad
Yeah, I feel that way too.
It was
People
less
were playing.
crowded.
because they expected there to be a much higher turnout, and so there was so much tea everywhere.
Mhm.
I personally felt that the reason for the lower turnout is that there's a shit ton of events happening in July.
That's true. I mean, there was like ACC, right?
Yep.
Asia Comic Con.
And then what? WCS. And then
Mhm.
And
right
just
now is
that
Japan
weekend
Expo.
itself. That weekend itself also there was good vibes going on, and then there was,
Mhm.
and then apparently there was another event going on in KL. So
So it's like, okay, I'm not too surprised that there's less people going.
Mhm.
which is, but I feel bad for the Vax guys because, like, it can't be great if they don't hit the minimum expected people.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's just like, goddamn, it's unfortunate. That's what it is.
But in terms of the event itself, it's a good show because this is the first time I attending Vex, and I think it's okay.
Well, I
Um,
definitely, it's like one of the more enjoyable events in Malaysia, to be honest.
Oh yeah, Vax in general is my favorite convention.
Yeah,
Same.
definitely.
Same.
I have
Alright.
like, this is the metric I use to compare every convention. 2 years ago, Vax had pro wrestling.
Oh
And
my
then-
god.
Oh,
I
oh,
missed
yeah, yeah,
that.
I remember
that.
that.
Yeah, that was so good.
They brought
Wait,
a table.
I need explanation, please.
No, there's this group. I can't remember what they're called. Like Malaysia has its own pro wrestling league.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so they had a live show at Vax.
Yeah, there was
So-
like a giant wrestling ring in the middle of the venue.
Yeah, it was right next to the art booth. So like at 4 o'clock,
Mhm.
no one made any sales because we were all watching wrestling.
Good times.
And these guys know how to do pro wrestling because they had like storylines and shit. And so like you had the Malaysian dude who's like the heel and the face, and then you have the Singaporean dude who's the heel, and then he's like riling up the crowd. He's like, "Oh, Malaysia sucks, Singapore," and then like there's my favorite one. This one wrestler. He's like in a white coat. He's like the Professor of Pain or something like that.
Oh yeah. I remember him.
But yeah, so this year wasn't quite pro wrestling level, but still pretty good.
I felt like Vax is reaching its point where they know the type of audience they want to achieve, like, or bring, to be precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like CF, where they've got this the stopping power to hire big guests. Like, 'cause they had David Ross this year, and then they had
Oh man, I love I love his panel. Like, damn,
Mm.
like I suck at drawing, but when I watched his panel, I was just amazed at how much knowledge he has. I mean, I did miss a lot of the on-stage panel, but I pretty much like redeem myself by attending a lot of SIPs or special
Yeah.
interest panels.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that there's quite a lot of panels from the ICIPs. Of course, we dia.log have one as well. If you haven't heard enough of it, I have a quota to meet. But still, there's plenty of video game talks. Even the ones before us, I thought it was just like generic Star Trek talk, and then boom, they played a real game. They played an online game, Star Trek Online, live, and it was, okay.
Can we talk about that panel for a bit? I need to get this on record. Like, that was a hilarious panel because the guy took things very seriously. Like, first off, I don't understand why the guy didn't just pre-record his footage to show us. Instead, he like logged on via mobile data
Oh my god.
to prove that the game works or something. And he was like, "This is all." It's like, okay, cool. Unless you're specifically trying to prove that there are right now people playing the game, like I don't know why you had to do this. And so he was like a really cool dude, by the way. It sounds like I'm talking shit about him. He's not. Totally false. Great dude.
Okay, good.
And
Because
so he was talking about like you can build ships and stuff. You can have all these iconic ships from the Star Trek universe. So the four of us were in the panel room because this was like while waiting for our panel to start. So I put up my hand because no one was asking this dude any questions. I'm just like, so can you customize the loadouts for the ship? Like, do they have to follow like their specifications in canon? And he says, no, not really. You can give them like all sorts of guns and stuff. And I'm like, oh, so you can give them a non-canon cannon then?
Ew, what?
The entire room starts laughing except for him, and he just keeps talking about the customization.
He did not expect that question.
totally
like
caught
to
him
think-
off guard.
I like to think that when he got back to his car, he unlocks the car, he's like, non-canon.
Oh man, but I guess aside from that, I feel like this year was our turn, our time to shine, wasn't it, Kuro?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Simply for the fact we've been doing it for like 3 years, I
years.
think. Yeah.
3 years.
Mm.
Well, 4 years if you count, those the Toho panels. So yeah,
I wasn't there for the Toho panel, no.
yeah.
Okay,
But
so that's not
TLDR, what?
So that's not canon then. No Kuro, not
Yeah.
canon now. Not
Yeah, it's
canon.
not
No,
canon.
in fact, technically, you have to subtract the amount of time that Kuro isn't even talking from how long the podcast has been going on. So
Oh,
really,
shit.
you've only been doing
no.
it-
Oh no.
But yeah, I mean, getting a stage panel was it was something, like
It
we
was
always it was crazy.
it was nerve-wracking, that's what.
Oh my god, seriously.
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. I think both of us were literally shit talking each other like, yeah, we should fucking run away or something.
You know what's the funny thing is I pushed this guy. I was like he was like coming to me. I was like, dude, this guy is asking me if we want to go on stage this year. I'm like, sure, you should do it. And he's like, but I was like, no buts, do it. And then the next day I'm like, what have I done?
Oh my god, total regrets.
Total regrets.
we
should
will
do that
never
next year.
face.
The
We will
Spyro,
never
the Spyro jetpack written down there, regret. Oh my god.
we will never have that problem because we have branded ourselves an 18 over show. So
Oh,
we will
yeah.
we will never be allowed on the main stage ever.
Unless we tie up Worm and only give him flashcards. So then we can have it under 18.
I am single-handedly the reason why this podcast has an explicit content filter.
I mean, aside from that, I felt like the whole topic about loot boxes that we did was very interesting.
Very
Mm.
interesting for a topic that is like a year old by now, by the way.
Yeah, but people still, give a shit about it.
I
Apparently,
mean, it's still relevant in a way, and apparently, according to Little Birdie, people were triggered very hard at the venue.
I don't know why, I don't know how, but people got triggered with our panel.
Aw.
If you're not triggering people, that means there's a problem.
Exactly.
Good.
But I mean, aside from that, yeah, I did pay my respects. I did a sort of tribute to Total Biscuit because let's be honest, he was like my biggest inspiration since what 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I feel wrong for not talking about him.
Ah.
Yeah. So, but other than that, oh man, I still can't believe I got burned on stage. Fuck.
What happened?
Burn.
Remember when CK told about how waifus were haram or something like that?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, the waifu
How
the
dare
waifu
you.
human trafficking. Yes. Fuck, I got burned so hard. It hurt.
Mhm.
That's
But it has been a very amazing journey for both of us. Like we started in a room basically, and now we're on stage.
Yeah, and now that room belongs to us.
Hey,
We're going to-
we'll be joining you guys again next year.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's highly unlikely that they'll let us back on stage after that train wreck.
Oh my God. You heard it here first. I'm not saying anything about this.
No, I felt like it was a train wreck. I wasn't myself.
I mean, it was our first time on stage, so
Yeah, that's true. I tried to save it with the candy, but I don't know if that got us bonus points or what.
well, it
So,
got
like,
people
if
salty.
You cannot call yourself a train wreck on this podcast because that just riles us up to be even worse.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So I cannot confirm or deny that next year one of us might be drunk at the panel.
Oh my!
Oh no.
Where's your
Oh
bets?
no, what have I done?
What have you done?
Wham.
Why must I handle this suffering?
This
Okay,
year
time
we
to
have
outsource.
Comic Sans slides. Next year it's public inebriation
Oh
and
my God. Okay. So other than the train wrecks panel that we did, the both of us did, any other panels that you guys managed to caught up to? Annan, I think he managed to get into some very interesting panels.
Oh yeah, there was one on the second day, wasn't there? Right. Wham.
yeah. This which brings us to our first soapbox segment.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where I'm going,
Nice.
I must address the people. And if we have the budget, I think we need like we're saying, by the way, if you follow me on Twitter, you see that I posted a photo the other day of me enjoying a nice glass of iron brew. Meck has suggested that be like the official photo of whenever I go on a rant on something. It's my writer's column photo. So this is that segment, and we need some like royal music or whatever. But basically, Malaysians, right? People of Malaysia, you fine bunch of fucking virgins. Listen, sexy talk is not as funny as you think it is. Like you don't have to laugh every time you hear the word bondage.
People laugh when
don't
they
have-
hear about bondage.
Are you serious?
Apparently,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
do. Yeah.
Kuro, Jerry, and I attended a kink photography panel
Yeah.
on the second day of VAX. And so it was the second 18 plus panel after hours. Which was the better one, you'll never know.
I felt like it was very interesting. Like it was
So-
really.
So like the panel was really cool. But like so we get in, we're like lining up to join in the thing, right? The guys are like, hey, this is an 18 plus panel, so we're gonna have to check IDs before you come in. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Immediately, there's like two broskies are like, wait, dia tak boleh masuk But you know that very
Yeah.
frat boy way.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, I know
I
those.
guess.
Wait, jangan bagi dia masuk Oh god, what have I
Wait,
done?
wait. Hold on. Before I let you go further, did people got ID checks when they attend dia.log?
I have no idea. We were
No, I don't think so. I mean,
No.
Oh
both
my
Kuro
God.
and
No,
I
no.
just joined. Like, yep.
No,
have fun.
I think like because in their case, because they obviously know that kink photography is like, okay, cannot. For us, we just say a bunch of naughty words, so we're
Mhm.
fine.
Alright.
Although I think that should be our goal for next year, is to make it sound like we have sexual content.
But there's none.
We bait them. How about that? That's a good goal to have.
What? Sorry?
That's a good goal to have. We bait them into a sexy talk, but we talk about video game instead.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mm.
standard clickbait.
Typical.
No, man, we're seat bait even.
Do you mean dick bait?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is too good, man. Okay. So,
So
yeah.
we
Continue
get
with
into
the
the
story.
panel room, right? It is like 90% dude. Aside
Oh,
from
boy.
Kuro and one other girl who is there with her boyfriend.
Poor
And it's
girl.
just, and I'm just like, oh god, this is I can already sense the virginity in this room.
Yeah, and I remember like you just up and left like halfway or something, right?
Oh,
Rage quit.
that wasn't as much of a rage quit as everyone thought it was, but it was actually because they were closing the art booth, like everyone had to vacate, and my brother had
Alright.
texted me and he was like, "Hey, I'm holding like literally all your stuff," and I was like, "Okay, cool. This panel sucks, so I'm going down to go get my stuff from you."
But there's people going to think that you rage quit.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it was partially rage quit, partially responsibility. Whichever's the funnier answer at the time is that's what was happening. Literally, the first slide, they were just like, "Hey, so difference between like kink photography and something, and it's a lot like they showed this slide. It was like it's a lot like the difference between BDSM and abuse. It's like a slide that shows the difference between because BDSM is like consensual and abuse is not. And then literally the entire room starts like cheering and god damn it phone starts cheering and
Yeah, your
and
phone cheered
hollering.
as well.
And I was just like, god, like I say this a lot because it remains true. But what a fucking bunch of virgins. These are the kinds of people who would be like, you say the word boob in unironically and find it hilarious, you know. It's just like not now. And then when he was like, oh, for some inspiration, and he showed like some like bondage art from DeviantArt. It's very tame stuff, by the way.
Very
Everyone's
tame.
like everyone's like losing their shit, and I'm just like, my god.
I wish I came to the second day just to see that trailer.
I've seen worse, to be honest.
It's
Yeah.
just like the cover art for your dojin or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Very
Exactly.
tame.
It's
Very, very
basically-
tame.
Oh, you mean the kitab, eh?
Yeah, the kita. Enough kita.
Shout out to Ilham because he went around Wax and then because we wanted to get lunch early and then suddenly he got lost in the booths and so we waiting outside wondering what happened to him, what got him caught up. And then afterwards, once we got to lunch and after the panel, and then he started talking about, oh ni beli kitab ni, I bought a book, kitab man, what the heck and then he pulled it out and then only showing it under the table. It's like, oh, okay, this is totally kinky stuff, right? And then, oh, okay, no wonder.
Oh, this wasn't at lunch. This was after the event because I was there. Remember?
Yeah.
But I think during lunch we also talked about the kitab one.
Ah, okay.
My god, he call it kitab. Baca kitab lah kau. That is his literature. That is his literature. Shout out to you.
Ilham buat apa?
It reminds me of
Ilham
of
ngaji
Maon in some family movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's basically that stereotype in our in GM now.
Ilham buat apa? Ilham mengaji, mak.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah. So as we mentioned earlier, I left the panel really early. So Kuro, Jerry, you guys can say what else happened.
So like after the the example stuff like that shit, they decide to like explain like, oh, like what kinds of rope you should use, what kinds of rope you shouldn't use, what kinds what kind of care do you give to the rope and shit like that. And Jerry, do you remember anything? I remember like a lot of people were like, despite them very clearly saying save your questions to the after session,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people were like jumping in and like asking questions that were, well, they were useful questions, but they were like questions that they were gonna cover anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people were like just being really, really immature and making like really stupid jokes.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that. There was that one dude who kept trying to be like the smart guy in the room who was just like, yeah, every time someone says something dirty, but you can't make that a dirty joke. This entire panel is a dirty joke. There's no point. You are redundant. Get the
Why
fuck
do
out of
I-
this panel.
Why do I feel like I know this guy?
It was so annoying. Like I was literally trying to learn something.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's like, it was so. I literally like contemplated kicking him in his chair, just being like,
He was like to my diagonal.
yeah, he was like extra to my diagonal, so my legs were not long enough to hit him, unfortunately.
You should have like nudged me or something. I would have kicked him for you very happily.
Yeah.
So
But
just like-
I believe he left like shortly after.
Yeah, thanks for.
Yeah,
Thank
probably
God.
took off in the bathroom or something.
Oh god.
Ew, dude.
So I guess I can conclude that the folks that attend the King Photography panel haven't done their literature work yet. Not enough
No.
literature work.
Itulah.
Tak cukup baca kitab. Perlu khatam lagi. So a lot of these jokes,
Some more.
What the fuck?
a lot of these jokes will lost to our international audience, if any. So I'm sorry about that in advance. And yeah, okay, that's about it about the panels. And also at Vex,
Listen, man,
they
I told. Oh, wait. On that note, I told Danny O'Dwyer that we were like, you know, 'cause he was like looking for like POC like writers and stuff. So we're just playing our what's it, diversity card. Yeah, it's okay. If anyone doesn't understand the joke, they are racist. Fine. Yeah, go on.
Anyway, so there's also quite a few booths for indie games, Malaysian-made games, at the panel, at the show floor as well. You guys have checked it out? Managed to check any of them?
Oh
Yep.
man. I saw what's it called? Banzai Escape, but I didn't get to check it out. But Rhythm Doctor, oh my.
Yeah, talk about
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Doctor.
Oh man. If you play games like Rhythm Heaven Fever, or really any rhythm game ever, Rhythm Doctor might be that one game that you probably want, because I'll be honest, I played the web demo, and trying out their very new demo for Vax was very interesting. I love the gimmicks that was shown, and you know the guy was really nice. He talked about how many levels the game's gonna have, and he's still searching for musicians apparently. But other than that, oh my god, it's sort of my wish that someone would make another rhythm game similar to Rhythm Heaven Fever.
Mm.
Did any of you play it?
Yeah, I played it.
The Game Boy one. Oh god.
Like I think most of us have checked it out back at Comic Fiesta. They demoed it as well, but I guess it's still a bit early in terms of the development time have gone. I guess this is much more
Okay.
recent demo lah.
Malaysian privileges, man.
But yeah, it was
Since the guy is,
Yeah.
since the guy creating is Malaysian, right?
Yeah, Malaysia boleh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gimmick where you have to listen to the beat, and it is precisely the 7 beat, and the game makes a lot of effort to make you mess up your timing.
I love that gimmick. It's so stupid, but it works.
It totally works because it's just simple. Just press the button on the beat. Wrong.
Oh
It's
no,
hard,
wrong.
man. You need to be a human metronome. What's the thing? Metronome.
Yeah.
You need to be a human
Metronome.
metronome to get all the beats correctly. Even with all the distractions being thrown at you, it is a simple concept, a simple gimmick, but it totally works. I really hope this goes far.
You
Wait, so
really
we have the guy's contact info, right?
I'm still
Yeah, pretty much.
he emailed me. If you want,
Because
I
I
can
have
give it.
we need to like get our contribution to this game added. I want there to be Kompang Techno in the game.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I want to scream, but I have no mouse.
That actually is a level editor, so you could edit in yourself.
No, it needs to be part of the official game. Tung, 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 tung.
Compound techno vaporwave. Bomb.
Oh my god.
That is enough to. We need to pitch to him. Alright. Anything else to add about Rhythm Doctor?
You really gotta feel the music, man. You can't just like rely on visual cues. Like, I know some people like to cheat, right?
Well, I mean, in Rhythm Doctor, visual cue is your worst enemy.
Exactly, because I was like, you know that fourth stage of the latest demo.
Oh yeah.
I closed my eyes. I got full health.
Your eyes are at disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be like a blind samurai that only plays rhythm games.
I mean, if you close your eyes and focus on the music, it helps tremendously. But it kind of like, if you're not looking at the visual, if the visual of the game, you're kind of missing the point as well.
Well, I mean, do it after you look at the visual once, lah.
Of course lah.
Right. So looking forward to that. Another game that at least I got to check it out. Probably too extensive to the point that we forgot to take pictures of the booth, and the booth was only 1 day long. So, oh my god, how are we going to cover this? It's a game called Night Stream. If you guys heard of it, it's from Streamline Studios, i.e., Streamline Games. So before this, if you guys heard a lot of the outsourcing companies doing AAA games, a lot of projects were under their belt. Streamline Studios, they help with Final Fantasy 15, they help with Street Fighter 5, they help with BioShock Infinite and a few others. So this is basically their own little project, their own IP. It's not really like a original new IP because they've done the same thing before, but it's a bit different. They pitch the game as it's similar to an endless runner, similar to like a Subway Surfers, along that lines. But the difference is how you play the game is very different. Instead of like swiping to predetermined lanes, what you get is basically freeform controls. On a mobile game, I have to add, this is a mobile game where you get 360 freeform controls. You can jump, you can glide, you can jump. A couple of times you have like 4. I think on the demo you got 4 jumps that you can do, and then you can run on the wall, stick on the ceiling. You are riding on a hoverboard while avoiding obstacles.
That actually sounds pretty rad.
If I can pitch it similar to if you guys played Wipeout, especially the latest one on PS4, think of it as something like that, but you can jump around because it has like a we say like a futuristic setting, and you get pickups, you get a boost. So it's a lot of it's hard to describe because when you grab the phone, when you start flicking your thumbs, it feels good. It's the sort of thing that you say about game feel, where just pitching it is not enough. Playing it tells a different story. I believe this game get that right.
Mm.
For a mobile game, that sounds pretty awesome.
Daniel, you managed to try it as well, right?
Yep. I tried like until 3 levels. It's pretty nice. Yeah, but the freeform controls is the big seller, I think.
Yeah, and also they are going to do it. They are going to flash the universe as it is. They will have like a tie-in comic with it, and some of the characters are totally promoting Malaysians. They are already allocated 3 characters that are going to represent Malaysians. One of them is one of
Oh.
them is a girl with a hijab. Her name is Zara. You know that's a Malaysian game.
Hey,
Especially the name Zara.
Can I just say, like, Zara is like the sexiest Malaysian name, like just hands down. Like I cannot think of it. I cannot think of like a nicer name just in general. I think this is how good names work, right? Where you need to have like few enough people are named that, and the few people who have that name are like really really cool people. That's how you make it a good name. Like you look at the name Amirul, for example, right? Like no one ever thinks like, oh, that's a really sexy name. Like there are 2 shitty Amiruls on this podcast right now.
To be honest, all my life I can't escape from crossing fate with another Amirul. So anytime a new school, there's another Amirul. Going there, there's another Amirul. Doing this, I managed to recruit another Amirul on the list. Fine, I've accepted my fate already.
Well, you can
Same.
escape from crossing fate.
Indeed, round 1.
I never found someone with my name.
You haven't found
Huh.
someone with your name.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think because you're in an urban setting. You have to go somewhere more rural. You see more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that's all the games we played at VAX, right?
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
There are a few
Okay,
others, but fine lah. That's what we played, unfortunately. So sorry.
Wait, before we get to personal games we played, let's do FVXC major as well.
Oh, we're going there. Alright, so another event. The week before that, I went to FV Cross C Major. That's Flash Fusion Cross C Major. Basically, if you haven't heard, this is this is Malaysia's premier fighting game tournament. To the point that international players are coming in and compete for pro circuit points. So it's a very prestigious event for Malaysia. One of the best and the biggest one lah if you are in the FGC, the fighting game community. But interestingly enough, they partnered up with Garena on the first day, where Garena tompang sekali. Basically, they join the location at Battle Arena. They do their own mobile games tournament, and also they debut a new mobile game. Still not out yet, but it's a new mobile game. Ever heard of Contra?
And
Yeah.
so,
Contra Return. So they made a mobile free-to-play microtransaction laden Contra game. No,
Konami.
to be fair,
fuck Konami.
to be fair, the game was out in China like 2 years back. They are now, I guess
So
this
it's
is
not even a new game. That's even worse.
Oh, God.
What new?
I mean, new as in this is the first time we heard the game is going to be localized in English. They haven't released in outside of China just yet. So yeah, Southeast Asia is going to be the first one. And what I can say, it plays like a Contra game, but good God, there's a lot of those you say free to play conventions that you can see.
Eh,
Just in terms of control, you'll be familiar. You get the cardinal direction of aiming and firing. The first few levels that I played, they totally riffing on the first Contra game. So back in the SNS one, that one, they're totally riffing on that one. And the first two characters you get is the first two characters in Contra. But the weirdest part is, yeah, you now have abilities. You have mobile-like abilities. You also get to buy and upgrade weapons, and you get to slot runes to get more passive abilities.
Sorry, what? Huh?
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you're not? Are you sure you're not talking about League of Legends?
Now that's the thing. This is being published by Garena. So think about that. What kind of game Garena publishes here?
None.
Nah, I mean there are a few lah. So
Uh,
let me just list them down. They are handling League of Legends, FIFA
Mhm.
Online 3,
Garena,
Okay.
Free Fire.
yes, Arena of Valor, and okay lah. Yeah, we'll end there. So basically, you see the pattern: multiplayer, esports, and
Try sports.
Esport.
and the most worrying of all, at least in this circle, but I think some people might be pretty hyped about this. There's esports potential. There's PvP in Contra Return. I'm not kidding you.
But why? Why?
Because they make a free-to-play game. They have to monetize it somewhere. And that's the thing.
But did they show it off like the Command and Conquer one with the super cringe like esports play and the shoutcasters?
Okay, they didn't have like proper shoutcasting, but they did demo it on stage and live stream the gameplay, live gameplay. At least the good thing is
Oh,
the story mode part, you can play it co-op. You can find an online player, join in, so you can tag team the two of you going through the levels.
Daniel, let's be Contra shoutcasters, Joe.
Yeah, and the PvP is you pick 3 characters and then you are thrown into a map where the map is symmetrical and there are fodders that you can destroy, you can shoot, and when you kill you get XP, you can level up, you get ultimate abilities. I'm not talking about Contra, right?
No, you're not talking about Contra.
No.
You're talking about
long.
some mobile MOBAs or whatever.
That's the thing. So basically, if you want to play Contra Return, it's not out yet, but they are trying to beta test and the whole lot, so it'll be taking a while. But still, yeah, the legs there is a lot on the esports multiplayer side of things, and that's why Garena is publishing it.
I'm trying to wrap around my head about this. It felt like they just made this game because they have the rights to the word Contra, and that's it.
I mean, yeah. Plus, you get that free week of press coverage where everyone's like, "This isn't Contra."
and people are still gonna play it. So oh well.
And then you're gonna have like all the streamers who play it be like, "It's not that bad. Just don't think of it as a Contra game."
I mean, to be frank, I
Oh my
played
God.
and I think it's not that bad, but it's a free-to-play game, so you have to deal with the bullshit, man. No, you have to deal with the bullshit because I saw a lot of the things that you need to upgrade a lot. But there's probably an energy timer there. I mean, it's a good game wrapped into that free-to-play module. So if you're not sold into the free-to-play module, I don't think Contra will get you there. But if you are a person that has embraced that sort of lifestyle, new game for you. Good.
Have fun, you piece of
fun.
shit.
Most probably those kind of people are not listening to the podcast. If not, the just close the app. Okay, so
Just close the app.
Not that.
Don't need to
Certainly
play.
not now.
Okay, so no, so that's a side thing. But the best thing about the FE Cross C Major is of course the tournament itself. There's a lot of fighting in tournaments, but one story that caught my eye is the story of a. Okay, so let me set the stage first. You know that there are many sponsors at these kinds of tournaments and events, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But have you heard Domino sponsoring an esports
Okay.
tournament? Yeah, so basically they did a pizza party. They sponsored the whole lot, so you get free pizza lah. So for those who attend as a player, as the media there, you get to eat pizza. And
Pizza party. Ini kindergarten ke?
Yes.
Pizza parties are great no matter the age.
and the best thing is even some players, they need their pizza so much that they brought it on stage and they eat that piece of pizza while they are playing for their tournament live during a
What the
top 8 match losers bracket. If you lose, you're out. But he brought a pizza up there and he was almost going to grab a pizza before the other player whoa shake hand first. Okay. Oh, fist bump. Okay, then he grabbed the pizza and then while waiting for the loading screen, and then okay, play Street Fighter, fight, and then like there's like it's a best of 3, so you need to win 2 matches, right? So he won both of them. So basically, he won that match while having a pizza on the stage on that table, and it was live streamed. And people keep say on the commentators' desk, they keep on saying, "Oh, this guy, he's going for the Domino sponsorship there." So Domino's go contact that guy.
At the end of his match, like he turned around and like, you know, Akuma, he has the kanji on his back.
Yeah.
I mean, his Domino's punya logo.
Oh my god.
Next time you need to do that. So that particular person name is Stormkubo.
Can I petition that be part of the thumbnail? Can that be
Yes!
part of this week's thumbnail?
Yes! I don't think Stormkubo is going to do that post because he's I'm not sure, I forgot. He's a Abigail player right now? I guess so. But I can grab a picture of Tokido doing that post. We put the Domino's logo there. Oh my god. So yeah, he won that match, but afterward he lost lah after that. Probably because he doesn't get the pizza. Not enough pizza. I like to believe that.
This is as crazy as when Cristiano Ronaldo wore that shirt that clearly says sponsored by Game.
Oh really?
Oh, you mean the
Sponsored by
Juventus
You're on the wrong
announcement?
podcast. We have no idea what the fuck a Cristiano Ronaldo is.
Like, Games,
Side
a Japanese game company sponsoring a football team.
They're the ones making Gremlu? No, is it?
Yep.
Alright.
When can I roll Cristiano Ronaldo?
Oh my god, Cristiano Ronaldo in Gremlu Fantasy.
Listen, man, they've got
Imagine, like,
form.
in the
They've
midst
already got like Love Live and Persona 5. So
Yeah.
why not FIFA?
Why not FIFA? Just put it in.
Put Cristiano Ronaldo in the Love Life.
Yes.
In the Love Life
We've
concert.
got more thumbnail
We have
material
an
right here.
opening account.
Oh my god. So that's my FV Cross C Major Adventures. So yeah, what the others are up to? Daniel, you've been playing a lot of games,
Yep.
and
So-
why are you playing Mass Effect Andromeda?
So, as part of Gamer Matters, is it the disappointing game of the year? Mass Effect
Disappointed.
Andromeda? Yeah.
Disappointed.
So I bought Mass Effect Andromeda for a fraction of what it cost during last year for like 40 ringgit. So I was like, all right, how about I just play a few hours? I'll probably just forget about it. I'm now 20 hours in. I'm already chasing in the PB, aka the blue alien girl, and I'm about to face one of the bosses. It's very engaging, actually. It's actually a surprise, even to myself.
Now, I didn't mention that Mass Effect Andromeda is a bad game in its own right. I'm just saying it's disappointing. It's not the Mass
Yeah,
Effect we
but it's
wanted, but it's okay.
yeah, I think we said it last week during Vex. Like, if it's called the Andromeda Initiative, I think people were like, oh, okay, it's actually really
Yeah, you
good.
just called it Andromeda, kan?
Ah,
Say it's a spiritual successor to don't call it spiritual successor to Mass
it's
Effect.
like the Star Wars, like this a Mass Effect story or whatever.
Call it a spin-off someday. Make it a total spin-off. It's technically a
Mm.
spin-off because the whole pitch of the game is we are, instead of the events of from the Mass Effect trilogy where it ended with the Reapers attacking, but we
Mhm.
sense a colony, like a group of colonies, to go to another galaxy and start from scratch, which is
Mhm.
pretty interesting as a concept, but they didn't use it to its full potential. And given that Mass Effect 3 ended as it is, with a bad
Mhm.
taste to a lot of the fans, including me, to the point that I no, to put in perspective,
In
my
case you weren't aware,
Mhm.
yeah, my I was so into Mass Effect because I saw the Mass Effect 3 trailer and looks like, this is the end game. I need to go back and play the whole Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. I basically marathon the two games in preparation for Mass Effect 3. And then halfway through, I think, it's getting okay, it's getting okay. It's getting to build up to the big ending decision. Nope. People say the ending sucks. I give up halfway. That's how salty I was. And
Speaking of salty, then the other game that I was playing was Destiny 2. I think it's a independent game by this like a new endeavor called Bungie. Nobody hears of it. It's like very cheap. Like Lazada, it was like $40 as well. Why do I keep finding good games
Lazada
at 40
sponsor
ringgit?
us. I'm gonna check Lazada right now. Actually, yeah, keep talking.
Yeah. So for the last 2 days, I dropped Mass Effect Andromeda and we played Destiny. I think the most ironic thing about Destiny is where they drop us after the tutorial level. You expect us to be like, maybe a grandeur planet or something. Nope, it's actually in Europe.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's the place, the what is it called? The sandbox map or the first map is basically the Europe dead zone, EDZ at Earth.
Wait, is it like fancy Europe or is it
No.
shit Europe?
shit.
It's like basically someone at Bungie played near 2007 and said this is a good place for our planet.
Amazing.
Amazing.
New. That's how
Yeah,
you
it's
compare it.
basically like there's destroy building on the left, destroy building on the right. Oh look, there's these aliens. I think you can kill them.
Is there like the ruins of a Preta manga?
Sadly, no, they are not
Oh,
that far.
if only.
Well, I haven't talked about the second planet. The second planet. Okay. Oh, you think Europe was fun? How about ocean liner?
Nah, that sounds okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But the Europe thing was macam, no wonder people hate this game.
Okay, so
Yeah.
compared to Mass Effect Andromeda and this Destiny 2, which one do you rate higher?
Yeah, if someone had to play one of these games or get murdered, which one would you recommend?
Besides the easy way out, I think Mass Effect is much better. Just think of it as the game called Andromeda, and then by tomorrow morning you'll be at the final boss already with the same crew you had since the first hour.
Man,
Hmm.
two very disappointing games.
Yep.
Hey, you know what's cheaper than Destiny 2?
Right.
Warframe.
Ah,
Warframe.
Now
yes.
you're speaking my language. And speaking of which, Irham is playing Warframe on Discord.
Yeah, he messaged me just now. He sent me he's 6 hours in and he's already max ranked his all starter weapons.
Nice.
but he picked Mag as his starting frame, so you know he's a fucking bitch.
Hey, Meg,
That
Meg is
choice.
good, all right,
That
Meg.
choice.
Destroy Ilham hours.
Yeah, that's the hashtag fuck Irham's segment.
Oh my god. Now he needs to
Well,
come next episode.
what
Hmm?
category is video games under? Yeah, Daniel.
Hmm?
Is it gaming consoles? Is it?
Yeah,
PlayStation games. PlayStation games.
yeah, PC games.
Yeah. Detroit still 194. Never mind.
Jeez. Oh,
This is
since we're talking about PlayStation games, yesterday, right? The PlayStation Hits thing came up for PS Asia.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So I found a stunning discovery like a few minutes ago. Have you heard of this game called Drive Club? It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
very
yeah.
old game, yeah.
Yeah, Drive Club.
RIP Evolution Studios for the second time.
For the second time.
Ah.
But besides that, do you know if you have a PS Plus account, you cannot buy Drive Club?
Why?
Yeah.
Because there is a separate PS Plus edition of Drive Club, which has been taken down by PlayStation themselves.
What the?
So basically, I can't buy Drive Club at all unless I, run out my PS Plus. Thanks, Sony. You guys
Thanks,
are the
Sony.
best.
Thanks, Sony.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. The way they handled Drive Club was terrible. I mean, it's a good
Until
game.
now.
It's a good game that was not delivered correctly.
Kasian.
And this is the other way around, like compared to Mass Effect Andromeda or Destiny 2, where the game bit sucks, but the whole thing is if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But Drive Club deserves better. Evolution Studios deserve better. Even the second time around, they
They deserve
God.
better.
You guys have an Onrush? Have you guys heard of the
Onrush.
game called Onrush?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It
It looks pretty great. I want to try it.
is a good game, but it's not out in Asia, and it's only on
Fine.
PS4 and Xbox One. And the latest news, the rumors are that most of the senior talents that used to work on Evolution Studios, as in the guys that did Drive Club, who just got hired by Codemasters to do Onrush, got fired again.
What the?
What is
I have-
going on?
I have a theory. Maybe they just suck. I'm just saying.
But the
Maybe
game's
they were like-
good.
It's basically Titanfall, but
good.
cars.
Game's good. I don't know why they keep. No, the game's not selling. That's the issue. I mean, it's already on sale for quite a while. It's already 50% or 60% off. Problem is,
I don't
it's
know
not out in
why.
Asia.
Daniel said it was like Titanfall with cars. I just imagine this big M8 dropping from the sky.
If they put a beat M8 skin on one of the cars, it should have been sold more, man.
What's the
Yeah, it was
skin? Does
still
it
like
just
hard
make
spec.
the car really big?
Yep, there should be a power up.
Just turn it into
It makes the Mario sound. The
now we have the.
Yeah.
My
You have to show them that. You have to show our guests that picture.
Okay, so
Mhm.
let's move on from depressing news to hopefully not so depressing news. Annan, you're
Yep.
catching up on the backlog, I guess. What did you do this
Yeah.
week?
Well, for this week, I start rereading light novel, titled Spice and Wolf. This an old novel started from 2006, but it's still being published. And the last one is March 2018, so it's 19 volume now. The English translation.
Ice
19
and
volume.
Wolf. Oh,
I-
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I've read 7 volumes now for the past 5 days, so 12 more volumes, and there's the sequel too. Shit.
Okay, maybe I should not show the image here.
Yeah, that's
I
right. That's
gotta
right. Don't.
I gotta look this up. Spice
It's,
and
it's not that terrible, but I mean, just in case we
Annan,
didn't
you are a man
trigger
of
some
very refined.
PDRM, we didn't trigger some PDRM alerts. I mean, it's okay.
Eh?
Kuro, this seems very, very much your field of expertise.
Well, it's a wolf girl, so
Mm.
I
I
mean,
think I've seen it on Animax once.
Yeah, it was on Animax at one point. That was like when I was, I think, 7.
Is it as lewd as the fan art implies?
Yeah,
It's not really lewd.
not really.
No, it's very philosophical and like romance or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
just like college freshman does, very philosophical.
And the writing is very good. So I'm really sticking reading it, like 47 volumes in, and I can still go 12, 13 volumes.
Google
Nice.
image
And the-
search
and the-
results suggest me otherwise. But yeah, continue.
And the author already won several awards, the Dengeki Bunko Awards. So yeah,
Oh,
very reputable.
yes.
Dengeki Bunko.
Wait.
Oh.
Is this
They
like a
keep
whole
publishing.
thing where she can also turn into a full wolf? Because I'm seeing
Yes,
some art of her.
yes, she did. So it's a
Oh.
story of adventure between a traveling merchant and a wolf spirit who turns into a human girl.
Oh.
Because
okay.
anime.
Yeah,
Such a fan.
Japan.
Japan.
it's just like the story Bokurano, where kids in mecha and they die after every fight. One of them.
Or like, they're being held hostage by a bunch of chairs.
What anime is that? That sounds amazing.
It's Bokurano.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Hold on. The girl character that we keep on saying, her name is Holo.
Holo,
Yeah.
yes.
Apparently, when you said Dengeki Bunko, it triggered in my one part of my mind about a game called Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, a fighting game featuring a lot of anime characters. And Holo is actually an assist character.
Oh, I think
I
know.
remember that
She's an
fighting
assist
game.
character.
We can finally relate with games now.
Yeah.
Finally.
It all comes together.
Safe.
Digging deep. Found it.
Yeah, you can
We
play as a
reached-
Sora character. You can play as Kirito and have Holo as your support.
Mm.
I feel like I've played this game before, but I don't recognize any of the characters.
The game is essentially waifu the game or husbando the game.
Yeah.
If you are
Mushroom petals.
if
Nice.
you follow the culture, that is the whole thing about Dengeki Bunko lah. Because to me, when I first saw this, it's just some anime bullshit. What the heck is this? I do not recognize most of the characters. But now, yeah, okay, I know one now. Good.
I don't want. I'm with the kids now.
Howdy doody,
Hello,
fellow
fellow
citizens. Konmen nasai. That's the wrong word.
Aitada Kimasu, guys.
Sayor Masen.
Konmen nasai. Sumimasu, excuse me.
Arigatang.
As a beginning Japanese learner, that cringe is a lot of cringe.
Hey, I have 4 years under my belt, so I'm cringing too.
Style of my cringe is the best one. Okay, so how do we going to go into this next topic? It's also a game,
It's also a cringe.
but I'm opening an incognito tab just in case. So, talk me about Dimlight City.
Okay, wait. No. Before we talk about Dimlight City, I need to talk about how I started playing Dimlight City. So
How?
I have a friend. She is a freelance artist. She recently quit her studio job to become a freelance artist.
Okay.
And so she's like, yeah, man, I have a whole plan on how I'm going to survive on freelance. And I'm like, okay, cool. What is it? She's like, oh, I'm planning on working on a bunch of projects and stuff. And she says, main thing I do is I go to aero game forums and offer to make art assets for money there, because that's a thing a lot of independent game sites.
Okay.
And she goes, by the way, you should check out this game. It's called Dimlight City. Description of it: Fallout shelter, but prostitutes.
I mean, that's a strong pitch. Don't get me wrong.
It's a
That's a
very
good pitch. Yeah.
it's basically you manage a brothel, and there's a browser demo for the game, by the way, which already like improves it in my books. So you have to hire prostitutes, and then you basically like you build these rooms, like how Fallout Shelter had like different types of rooms as well. But so they're all like shady massage parlor and motel and basically like you have a bar that they can like your guests will come into the bar that determines the maximum occupancy of your brothel, and then after that they'll go off to one of the specialist rooms. They only have a very early build of the game up right now, so they only have like I think 2 rooms. I haven't figured out what the difference between the massage parlor and the motel is, but there they are. It's the art direction is really cute in the game.
Yeah, thankfully nothing not safe for work on the website, so I can show the image.
Oh no, the game is the not safe for work part.
the game is not safe.
Because like you know how Fallout Shelter, like when you have someone working at the restaurant, you see them like carrying plates and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but also not that, because it's just 2 naked people going at it.
Oh god, why did I play that?
I'm excited for later builds of the game when there's more shit to do, because that like it's one of those things where like if you find it arousing, you'll only do it for like the first 10 minutes. After that, it's just the strategy part of your brain starts kicking in, where you're like, I need to make this brothel as optimum as possible.
Oh my god, me and Max in our parlor.
I'm actually quite interested in
Hormone
this.
cut off.
What, Jerry?
What?
This is like a side of you I've never seen before. You know that.
What?
It's weirding me out.
Oh boy.
No, I like the pitch. I really like the pitch for
Okay.
this game.
It's a genuinely cool game, and I think like it's quite mature about it. Like it's not like a sleazy game from so far.
Right.
Where like Honey Pop is tongue in cheek about how sleazy it is. Where it's like, haha, you're playing here because you want to fuck some anime girls, right? And there's some games that are like genuinely sleazy, but I feel like this one is very not sleazy about it. Like, hey, yeah, the tutorial kind of makes fun of there's a player character that talks, and so like they kind of make fun of the player character for being sleazy. So it's like, then I get to fuck the girls, right? And then they're just like, shut up.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, you basically have games on Steam that are literally hentais.
Yeah, go play those. But yeah, I like this idea of a mature take on a brothel. Essentially, it's just like, yeah, it's a business just like any other business. So for anyone thinking that a game about running a brothel is anti-feminism, fuck you, you're wrong. But yeah, Dimlight City, I'm very excited for how this game works, and I'm still contemplating doing a feature on it for the site. I may take the photos of Annan from the panel and use it to censor all the naughty bits.
Come on.
I was imagining that. Because I played this game already, so I imagined, oh god.
I actually might give the game a try.
On the nipples.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a straight up dick in this game, by the way, in case you're wondering. It's equal, because the massage parlor is just hand jobs, and
Nice.
yeah. So and I want there to be a PDRM mod in the game.
Oh god.
They are totally listening. They are totally listening right now.
Hi. Hi, Encik Aziz. Thank you for listening to Please tolong make your own separate YouTube accounts for listening to this podcast, so at least we get the views.
Okay, so from here, where do we go now? I'm not sure about our docket right now.
Oh yeah, this is now we come into the segment where I just ramble on a lot. So I wasn't going to. Yeah, exactly.
Put on the timer. Put on the sign. It's time for one to ramble.
I wasn't gunting for the past few days because I don't know if you know my schedule. I had finals and then vax and then I have finals and then vax and I have AMG in like 2 weeks. So I was like, you know what? I need a vacation. So I'm on sem break now. So me and my classmates, we all went up to Genting, and they have an arcade now in Genting.
They
Part
used
of
to
the-
Wait,
they
real
have
arcade?
arcade.
Yeah, they used to have.
Yeah, but
Wait.
they demolished all that
Oh,
and they
yeah,
built
yeah,
a
yeah.
new shopping mall in its place, and that shopping mall has an arcade.
Oh,
Alah, not
Hold on. I need to clarify. Is it a fully game arcade or is it those things where there are lots of claw machines that are very popular and taking up arcade spaces now?
It had like they were in the middle of building like 3 claw machines, but other than that, it's proper games.
Alright,
Oh.
good.
thank God.
Good. Because I
Yeah,
went
don't
to
worry. I don't call those arcades. Don't worry.
good because we need to get that understanding clear.
Yeah.
Alright,
Claw
Well,
machines an arcade.
But so like my classmates and I were all like, "Oh, let's go to the arcade." I was like, "Be very careful about when you say let's go to the arcade around me, because I will not be held responsible if I spend the next 6 hours like getting hyper competitive about something." So we played this dancing game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a kind of like Kinect based dancing game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it Dance Evolution Arcade?
Maybe, I think so.
I think yeah, it's the new one.
Oh, Dance Base. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, I think that was it too. So my friend and I played the first round, like out of all of our classmates, we were the first ones up. And so they do not tell you shit in that game, by the way. They literally just the UI is some of the worst UI design I've ever seen. There's nothing going telling you. And then so like your first instinct is, okay, I'm just gonna follow what the models do, because they kind of like tell you that on the loading screen, like, and there's a lot of like elaborate shit that you have to do.
yeah.
And so like I'm not a very active person, so I was just like, I can't do this. Then I realized, because certain actions you do, a little circle will pop up to tell you you're doing it. I realized, oh, you don't have to do all the actions. There's a minimum amount of action you have to do. And so the next round, I bisoned my friend because while he was still trying to keep up with like the spinning and everything, I was like, no, I just have to make sure I'm striking the right pose when the timer goes off. So I got like a bunch of perfects and everything.
Gaming the
So,
system at its best.
yeah, no, it's like you can you know how in anime, like whenever you have a character with glasses, like when they're doing something with a poker face, their glasses, the reflection always lights up.
Yeah.
That was exactly me the entire time, just like just like dancing to a bunch of K-pop songs and it's like, ha ha ha, I have streamlined my energy efficiency.
Meck sing in an arcade dancing game. That's pretty interesting to hear.
Man.
Then finally we had like 3 credits left, and they were like, oh, we should spend it on something. And someone was like, oh, there's a Street Fighter machine. Someone should play Street Fighter. Like, who plays Street Fighter? And everyone looked at me, and I was like, hey, God, like now my classmates think I'm some kind of Street Fighter pro because I dragon punch spam like an animal.
Ay, ganhou shield, que hora? Hell.
I was playing arcade mode. I was playing Ken, and like, because Ken has that EX Shoryuken, it's really cool. So like the entire time I'm playing, it's just me jumping over the AI and then dragon punching them. This got me through like I think 4 rounds maybe. And then this rando dude comes up and plays arcade mode on the second console, so it connects. And I end up playing with him, and I'm like, oh god, no, why?
Exposed.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Was it
And so it was very one-sided, I have to say, because he knew how to do a lot more than Dragon Punch.
Wow, I'm exposed.
fraud detected?
And I'm just like, I was so thankful when I lost to the guy, because I was like, I was already getting tired. My hand was cramping from like trying to play. So I was just like, thank you for like freeing me from this curse. Enjoy the rest of your game. But yeah, that was my time at the arcade. There was no Gundam pod, sadly. If not, I would have just locked myself in the Gundam pod and played that while everyone else did everything else.
Never to be seen again.
Any other
Never
interesting
to
games here?
There's the TIE Fighter game. I didn't get to play that.
Oh,
Sadly.
okay.
Oh.
There was another really interesting one, but the machine was like very old, and even though the two cabinets were next to each other, they didn't really connect. They weren't connected. It's like you play in like a tank,
Ah.
that 2v2 tank fighting game, or
Yeah.
it can be a 4v1 like 4v AI co-op game. So I wanted to play that, but it wouldn't let me. And then they had Mario Kart. I still think Mario Kart Arcade is such a genius idea.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But yeah, other than that, they have Bejeweled for some weird reason.
What the hell?
Why?
Like not even a
Wow.
Bejeweled clone. It was actually Bejeweled, like PopCap certified Bejeweled game.
I need to
Okay.
see this.
And they
Yeah.
also had Pac-Man. Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
Bejeweled?
EA
So that was-
anyways.
That was a weird thing at the arcade. And next topic. So for those of you not aware, last year there was a huge data breach. I know CIMB was involved. I don't know if which other banks were involved. I think basically a bunch of personal info was stolen, like was hacked. So like IC number, phone number, I can't remember what else were all taken.
Yeah.
And so and our government at the time, rather than like do something about it,
Yes.
they made it they sent out cease and desist to sites that reported on it.
Because that's the most genius thing to do, right?
Yeah, this is exactly not a problem anymore. See, no one's reporting on it, therefore it's not a problem. So if you're wondering what the tangible effect of this is that there have been an increased number of suspicious calls going around. And I think because like people just buy them off the black market and then start like cold calling people. So presenting dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast, presents a list of everything that may or may not be true about me according to these calls.
I see.
Oh boy.
Number 1, there is a warrant for my arrest in Finland.
It's already
God
false.
What?
2, I owe 3,300 ringgit to Hongdae Bank.
Okay, this sounds believable. I won't be too surprised
Believe
about that.
me, if I had 3,300 ringgit from Hongdae Bank, I haven't seen it. I would have loved to have 3,300 ringgit from Hongdae Bank, but I certainly don't have it. And 3, what was this? 3 was, yeah, just a bunch of them is just I owe people money. So if you're getting calls that you apparently owe money, just remember, do you? Call your bank, guys. Your banks will never like give out your information unless it was hacked from them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so apparently I'm a fugitive who also irresponsibly takes loans.
You cannot visit Finland anymore.
I can't visit Finland. I should try, you know.
Because why the hell not?
I mean,
Yeah.
How are you
no,
gonna,
go to Finland. Go and see Mika Hakkinen.
yeah, how are you gonna meet Mika Hakkinen if you're banned from
Oh.
Finland?
Maybe that's who I owe the money to. Maybe I
You
borrowed
owe
money.
him $3,000, 3,000 ringgit.
Of course, I think if I owed Mika Hakkinen $3,000, he wouldn't give a shit. Like $3,000 is like that's chump change to an F1 driver. Like I bet he'd give me $3,000 like on a whim. I just like at an event like a signing or something. I'm just like Mika. If I give you $3,000 to never talk to me again, I'm like,
stuff it in your mouth or something.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So the last few topics on this docket are by our lovely guests. So apparently something about blackjack.
Right. So did I ever that wonderful, wonderful manga by Osamu Tezuka about a doctor that's unlicensed
Oh,
who's
that
supposedly
one.
yeah.
Is he a bomo or
That's a
something?
boy.
No, he's not a bomo. He's a fucking surgeon.
Yeah. Okay, I think I
Depending on
googled
who
the
you
right image.
ask, so is a bomo.
Right.
Yeah,
So don't get me wrong, I love the series to bits, right? But there's just something about it that every episode that I watch, I cry like shit. So I'm saying that if you have something stuck in your eye, it would probably be a good idea to watch one episode of that to clear it out.
Is it still on Animax, by the way? Because it was on Animax like decades ago.
Decades ago.
I'm not sure actually, but there's, I think there was like a reimagined or like it was like kind of like a sequels season, but not really. They kind of put in this kind of conspiracy subplot, and it was hype as hell, and that also made me cry. So yeah,
Okay.
pick your poison. Both will make you cry. But Jerry, you watched it as well, right?
Oh yeah, I mean not like all of the episodes, but I remember watching it. It was, oh man, it was really good. I think I watched it when it was aired on Animax.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was a big deal when it was on Animax.
Yeah, and you know it's like, hear me out, but this is like the original wholesome anime because so many of the storylines of these episodes, right, actually are like so pure and innocent, and that's why.
OVA, right? I remember it started as an OVA.
Yeah. I think there were a couple, but I would never recommend the live action. The live action was just really weird. Cause like, you know that half white, half black hair split, right?
Yeah, only works in anime.
You know how he gets it in the live action? It's like they revoke his license, and then Dr. Juanma is like, "I'm so disappointed in you" and shit like that, right? So he starts screaming, and he's like so filled with anguish that his hair magically turns half white. I'm like, what?
Anime!
Holy shit, that sounds weird.
He cried the highlights out of his hair.
He cried the highlights out of his hair.
So Blackjack is actually Goku now.
Yep.
Yeah. So probably like give it do check out the anime, maybe check out the movie if you want to. I don't really care about the movie, but definitely the anime. Like,
Okay. Duly noted then.
And then now we have to boot Jer from the podcast because
Wait, why?
This is a no switch zone.
Yeah, because this is a no switch zone until Reggie personally gives us.
the rest of us have no switch, man.
And you see, it doesn't matter that you're a guest. Well, we can still boot you because you're not like the main part of the Kuro cast. So you can leave now.
This is fucking comedy gold. I love you guys. Oh my god.
And so where were we? Oh yeah, Jerry. Okay, now you can talk about what you wanted to talk about. After those disclaimers are away.
So
Okay.
yeah,
No. Before you talk about Splatoon, Marina or Pearl? Important question.
No. Do you want to instigate a race war? Please.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my
I already
god.
joined the war. Okay, I already joined the war. I'm so sorry.
Okay, just for
Okay,
reference,
okay.
there's
To
a
answer,
video.
to answer that question. Mm,
There's a video called First Starts a Race War for your reference. For your
Oh,
reference on that
man.
joke. Okay, continue.
okay. Between those two, damn, that's really hard. I actually like them both.
I'm watching the video now, by the way. Hold on.
Oh my
So, yeah, I actually bought a Switch with my first pay, which is the craziest shit I have ever done because that caused me to become broke for a month.
Yep. It's always like that.
It's always like that for some reason. But I bought like 2 games, Splatoon and Mario Odyssey. Thanks, Kuro. But Splatoon, seriously,
That's a good
okay.
farm impression.
No. For some context, I was asking her, should I get Mario Kart or Mario Odyssey, and she just told me get Odyssey instead. And fuck, it was the best. It's really good.
You damn well.
But Splatoon, I think I lost 10 hours of my life playing that.
Mhm.
So if you haven't played Splatoon, but you probably heard of it, you know how the controls are combined with the gyroscope? I felt like that is the best implementation of the gyroscope ever.
Oh,
Because
really?
yes, like I believe games on Switch now have gyroscope. Fortnite has it, but it's pretty bad. It's really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really bad. It fights against you. Other than that, actually, really, Splatoon only has the gyroscope at the moment. Even Paladins doesn't have the gyroscope. But Splatoon, holy shit! I played for more than 10 hours. Each match is like 3 minutes long, and I use a shit ton of weapons from literally a pea shooter to a brush. I'm not joking. Like I run up to people and I whack them in the face with a brush, or using a roller because I can roll people over with it. And the thing is, what's so fun about Splatoon is that you don't really need to kill anyone. You literally just shoot the floor.
Spoken like a casual who is a low KD.
Exactly. And I play competitive games, but to be able to just not give a shit about killing people and focus on actually doing the objective, it's the best game that I have ever played, and I'm actually glad I have a Switch now. Oh, and I love my Squid Kid because she is cute.
You heard it here first. Jer wants to fuck a takoyaki.
My God!
Oh my god!
Good as a tongue.
I like how we are so serious about talking about the kinky stuff, but then when you mention fucking takoyaki, everyone bursts out.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Priorities, man.
Exactly. Oh my
So do you like pour the shoyu sauce first, or do you put your dick in first? Like, how does that
Oh
work?
my God! No protection.
Oh my god.
The way of protection.
Do you want a sarcastic answer or a very serious answer?
Up to you.
I mean, now we have to know what the very serious answer is, because I didn't think there was a very.
Oh my god.
As if it's by experience.
This was info I wasn't planning to get, but here we are.
All right. Well, listen.
I would put a sauce first, though. like rub it around nice and smooth.
Alright.
Oh, like massage oil lah.
Yeah lah.
Oh, yeah,
like
I guess
that.
the more important question is: do you pour the sauce on the takoyaki, or do you put it on your dick and then use that to apply the sauce?
Why not both?
This is getting really weird.
TMI. TMI.
Yep, the tough AM mark.
My
You got
segue,
my answer.
my segue game is totally zero this time around. I have no segues whatsoever on this episode so far, and it's already halfway. It's already near the end. I have no idea where we're going this time around.
Oh yeah, I guess we're running a bit long on this. I guess let's just burst through the news. I guess
Monster Hunter PC.
Monster Hunter
Actually-
PC got announced. That
60 FPS is real.
Yes!
Finally.
Wow, okay. No, apparently it's a bit really demanding on terms of spec wise.
Yep. Even those who have a 1080 Ti can't fully run it at locked 60 FPS.
Oh
that
god,
sounds
so
more like poor optimization.
Yep.
I am worried.
I'm
that
worried.
sounds like you better buy a PS4 instead.
Dauntless.
Dauntless.
Hey,
And that's-
look, I played Dauntless.
Oh
I
boy,
wanted to like it.
we're going to
I
have this
wanted to
conversation.
like it.
Alright.
But I hate Dauntless.
Okay,
Yep.
explain.
Man, I need to give a video for that. Kuro has seen it. Kuro has seen how BS the monster is. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, Behemoth. Okay, just imagine something like a Devil Joe that never stops attacking, even if it's tired.
Basically, Wam, you remember how like the arc tempered elder dragons don't have any stamina whatsoever, right? Basically like that, plus combined with the fact that dodging is server side.
Yes,
Correct.
dodging server side.
Yes.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
What is dodging server side?
I don't know, and the developers are like, no, we have to make it server side so people don't cheat. I don't know why, but there you
It's
go.
not even a PvP.
It's not even PvP. That's the thing.
Oh.
I cannot frame this thing. These guys are incompetent fucks.
Oh yo.
I love every time Annan speaks. By the way, like he's been quiet all episode. The first after Spice and Wolf, the first thing he says is just incompetent fucks.
Just pure anger.
Dauntless
Itulah.
is balance. Okay.
So yeah, I am cautious about Monster Hunter World because it sounds like optimization problems. For the
But they
rec-
could always patch it out, right?
Mhm.
That doesn't matter. Bad at launch sticks with you for a while. Also, when it comes to like technical reports, I don't believe Gaijin Hunter for a second because he is very over optimistic.
Yeah, that's
Wait for the DF report then. Digital
Yeah,
Foundry.
Yep.
Digital Foundry is the best way.
Yeah. And then so just quickly like push through news.
Yeah.
So first thing, Steam was updated. They have a new chat system. Some people say it's bad. I don't see why. It looks like it works.
It
Yeah,
works.
it's broken.
You
Annan.
can have Annan,
Yeah.
have you tried this?
Nope, still haven't updated.
same.
Yeah, it broke. It's broken. It's like
Okay, cool. I haven't tried it out either because I have no friends on Steam. We
Good.
talk on Discord.
it broke.
That's our Steam chat.
Yep, pretty much.
No Man's
Next.
Sky.
Next
Yeah,
on the list. I was going for that. I need one segue game. At least one for this episode. Next on the list.
No Man's Sky next. No Man's Sky is finally going to be the game it promised to be years ago.
Yay.
Fucking finally.
After 2
Yeah,
years.
Apparently, the
going to-
player base increased by like bajillion %.
That's because people are stupid and believe lies.
The best thing, no,
Like-
before you go, the best thing about this, I just love Sean Murray's reactions when people are talking about No Man's Sky again. When people,
Oh,
when
yeah,
there's
I
an
saw
article
that.
about PC Gamer telling that, oh, we are going hype again. He posted a GIF. He replied to that tweet with a GIF of a PTSD dog seeing trauma, and then he
I
quoted that
thought you were
tweet,
talking about
and
the We Mix Boys one.
he quoted the tweet saying, "Oh no." And then recently he posted an image of the Steam reviews saying, "We're mixed now, boys," saying that the reviews are now mixed rather than negative. We're mixed now, boys. It takes the win, even though it's the small steps.
So, although it's fun to poke jokes at No Man's Sky because of how disastrous their launch was, I have to say, like, I don't want to poo-poo this game. Like, if they made the game work, like, good job.
I'm
Like,
actually willing to give the game.
They totally deserve a second chance.
Yep.
It happened with Rainbow
That
Six.
being said, if they start like overhyping the game again,
That's a
Don't
big problem.
trust them. No, never.
No.
Please don't.
yeah,
In the meantime, Star Citizen is still on development.
Yeah,
oh no,
since,
that one.
where's the calendar? I don't know. It's gone.
What's this?
Let's bet which one will come out first, Cyberpunk 2077 or
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
no
Cyberpunk.
FF7 remake.
Well, for those who are looking for those kind of games,
Fun
it'll be a
games.
while. Build a fort.
FF7 and and Cyberpunk.
It'll take a while. Build your fortress in the meantime. Speaking of which,
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Fortnite is finally on PlayStation Store Asia.
Wow.
Finally.
Wait, it took them that long?
That took him a year.
What the fuck? Sony, please stop being dicks.
Yeah, Sony is
Stop being dicks. What's wrong with you?
They're
Yeah,
a bit slow. Give them. Don't be like that lah, Jerry. Okay.
I can play.
They need a bit of special care one. Okay.
So I played Fortnite the other day because unlike me, my brother is actually like very mainstream into games. Like he tried out Fortnite and I was like, oh, can I try? Like I played around on Fortnite. First thing I did, I got into a barn and then destroyed all the stairs. I placed 61 in that match. So
It could be worse.
It could be
so
worse.
You could be hit by a golf cart and die. 99.
Exactly. Now that I've played it, I can tell you with 100% certainty, battle royales suck.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Hell
They
yeah.
are a not fun game type. They're only fun if you think you're a streamer.
If you think you're
Yeah, you're imagining your chat like talking. If you are a streamer, it's work because now you have to like actually check your chat and read all your donations and stuff. But if you think you're a streamer, then you'll probably enjoy. Speaking of which, I love the fact that because the PS4 made streaming so accessible, like so every time I go online, you always see people who are obviously like starting their streaming careers on PS4 because their names are all like J4D Games.
Very obvious. What's up, guys? J4D Games.
Yeah. Or it's like Max Plays or like all betul-betul like streamer names, you know.
This is like the YouTube naming with HD in the
Yeah.
username.
Exactly. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Probably about 2 people saw me die that time. Fine. Famous. But yeah, we'll have battle royale games with like so much downtime and then short bursts of excitement and my friend described this really well. He said it's like football. It's like watching football. I was like, that explains why I hate it so much.
Fortnite World Cup 2022. Alright.
Nice.
Oh, that would be
Nice.
great if you just had like a huge circle with all the teams' goalposts and they all played.
World Cup Battle Royale 2022.
Oh my
I
god!
thought-
Please don't give them
Don't
ideas.
give them ideas.
Oh, I
32
would watch
teams
that. I want to
each
see the
enter.
chaos.
One team lives alive. You lose, you die on the pitch.
Oh no, it's
Subs
like
can survive.
Mac, you know Mask of Light, right? The Kohli match is like 3 teams at one. Yeah, like that.
Oh my god, they're playing for the Mass of Light to survive.
Obligatory bionicle reference.
Take. Oh
Okay,
my God.
next on the docket. One typo caused Alien Colonial Marines AI bug. Trust me, I'm pretty sure it was more than just. I'm pretty sure like it was more than the typo that made that game suck.
It totally is. But
It
it's,
totally is.
but that one typo is just what you say,
Why?
a piece of pie of the rotten pie that was Aliens Colonial Marines.
Keep
It took a
talking about that
model
while I prepare something for the next topic. Yeah.
because there was one model that was adamant on making Aliens Colonial Marines to be working as intended, as the best as he can. And last year he put it up on the list, and it was on an INI file. An INI file where even us,
Configuration file.
yeah, it's a config file where even the least experienced of developers can just look at the files and see all these details. And there's just one typo, a one letter typo, misspelling tether, TETHER. They added an A. It's a typo. And it wrecked a lot of the AI programming on the alien. And the best thing is, when this thing got viral, because this was posted like last year, it was just recently brought up a few weeks ago from the forum reset era, how you want to pronounce it. And the original developers, Gearbox Software, candidly just respond by having a job posting for a copywriter, not a programming copywriter, just to proofread the spelling of the programming codes. If you want to apply for the job, if you want to apply for the job, one of the criteria there, okay, male, female, age, okay, how do you spell teacher? TETHER or TETH. So basically, they know. They're just making the best what they can.
At this point, Randy Pitchford is probably on one of the top list of people in gaming that I hate, just like Andrew Wilson.
Andrew Wilson.
I will hate them until Borderlands 3.
And then Borderlands 3 sucks as well.
When Borderlands 3 sucks,
if we get a code for Borderlands 3, then I might like them. So next on the docket, no more microtransactions in Shadow of War, and I have prepared a response on that.
Come again?
What?
Damn it! Did you not pick that up?
No.
God damn! Hold on, let me try that again. Nope, guess it didn't work. Oh well.
We'll edit it in post.
That was JoJo's Too Little Too Late.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
From her album The High Road. I spent the entire last story like timing it so the chorus would play when I started the story. But guess not. Thanks Sony.
The evil has been slain.
No one cares. No one's playing Shadow of War anymore.
Shout out to
No
Jerry
more
because
loot boxes
because once their panel is just live, and then like there's a few days after that, wow, no more loot boxes. And now no more loot
you guys
boxes.
fixed loot boxes. Kuro, you single-handedly fixed loot boxes. Congrats.
Yay!
The evil has been vanquished thanks to the Vex panel talking about the dangers of loot boxes.
Mhm, mhm.
Ah.
Now, all I want is for games to stop having this haram gambling thing. And
Exactly.
instead, you have for real money, you can buy the words of famous Abrahamic prophets instead. They call it loot boxes.
Oh my god.
What? Sorry?
Wow. Penunggang agama. Oh my god.
So that's obligatory loot box news story done. Now to important news. Nick Cage is going to be Spider-Man.
Excuse me?
You don't
What?
say.
What?
So Sony has this animated movie coming up called Into the Spider-Verse,
Oh
which
my
is really
god.
cool. So it talks about like all the different Spider-Man and stuff. It's a movie about Miles Morales, and then he's getting coached by Peter Parker, and then Spider-Gwen is in it too. And they reveal that, hey, we're taking the Spider-Verse name seriously. We're gonna have like a lot of different Spider-Man in them, and one of them is Nick Cage.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
So Spider-Man is a treasure hunter. No?
Exactly. My friend and I were speculating over what Nick Cage Spider-Man is, and we were like, now we just want like a Spider-Man Ghost Rider crossover. And it turns out there's like the Declaration of Independence was like supernatural or something. That's why the Ghost Rider is after it. It's like, we have to steal the Declaration of Independence. But no, it turns out he's Spider-Man Noir. If
Oh.
you played the previous like Spider-Verse games, I guess. He's going
Oh.
to be a steampunky Spider-Man. Which is not bad. You know, I just hope he's Nicolas Cage. Because it's not even a 3D model of his face. It's literally like they track his face over.
Using that PlayStation tech.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Not the bees! Spiders!
Not the spiders.
I'm trying to avoid talking about this as much as I can to avoid any legal complications.
Tune in next 2 episodes.
And you guys
Yeah,
will
it's
know
okay.
in due time. Holding back.
And final topic. Neopets is getting a mobile release.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. Not quite the full Neopets experience, which what makes me mad. It's a bunch of puzzle mobile games.
Ooh.
La, I thought it was a
I,
fully fleshed.
No, but going to be the whole Neopet customization thing is just not going to be like the sites.
oh, okay.
I hope I wouldn't mind a Neopets app. Like it just does all your Neopets stuff, but on the thing. Because yeah, Neopets was the fucking bomb. So please, Neopets dudes, like consider going even further with this idea because it's a genuinely interesting idea to come up with. And for the rest of the people in the world, stop making the "I bet my Neopets are dead" joke. Neopets can't die. You fucking idiots.
It's abandoned forever.
Exactly. Piece of shit. But yeah, and that's the news. That's the news for this week. Unless anyone has any last minute breaking news. Actually, I do have last minute breaking news. The Twice concert was just cancelled like less than 24 hours before the concert.
Why?
My WhatsApp chat is freaking. Apparently, like all the equipment fell apart.
Oh,
Wow.
oh
Made in
no.
Malaysia.
Wow.
Hashtag-
Somebody's prayers came through. Somebody's prayers came through. I do not know.
Somebody's failed.
My
Wait.
God.
Okay.
Hindari
Kuro-
kini.
So Kuro sent me a game. I still can't take it seriously. My dad.
Yes.
You guys know Nekopara, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard you say
Then
nickel.
you
Oh,
guys-
it's a new game!
No,
It's
no,
a
no,
new
no,
game.
no, no. Okay, okay, okay. Listen,
Probably
listen.
the most
Look at the
popular
tags.
Look at the tags. Yes, look at the tags. Tell me one of them is
Sectional
not like the other.
One of these things is not like the other.
The game is called Nekopara
Yes.
Extra.
Look
Yeah,
at
this
the
is the
tags.
Why is it an FPS?
Yes, why is it an FPS?
What?
No, why is it? No, why is it World War II? Why is it psychological horror?
I mean, that's
This is
always been
the
the meme, right?
Nekopara.
Ever since Doki Doki Literature Club, people just like putting weird tags on games.
Oh my god, fucking.
Maybe it's not first-person shooter. Maybe it's first-person sexer, and you get to sex the girls.
Hey.
Wait, it is. Psychological.
Yeah, that's another like overused meme. Okay, you've mistagged the game. Haha, funny you. Nah,
Oh, I thought it was a legit FPS though. That would be silly.
man, we need an anime FPS actually. Like,
Banzai. What's the what's the game's
Yeah.
name of the game?
That
Banzai
is Banzai.
Banzai. Yeah.
Chip. I thought it was a bullet something. The SEO game.
It's basically anime FPS. No, not really FPS. Third person, right?
Yeah, it's third person.
yeah, third person, I don't mind. This we need like some good anime games that aren't hack and slashers.
Modded Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, Modern Left 4
Yeah,
Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Modded
I-
Call
I
of
love-
Duty.
Ah,
mod.
yes.
That mod with what character? Nep Nep Nep, right?
Nep
Nep.
Neptunia.
Neptunia.
Nep Nep.
All the
So you
crazy,
get game Neptunia.
all the crazy serious, super serious storyline, and you see Nep Nep delivering the lines. What? Imagine Ramirez. Go here.
So that's all that leaves now is what's our thumbnail for this week?
I thought it's that
mean-
Akuma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the leading
Okay.
image. But then, what
come up
else?
with Dominoes. We had something else. I can't remember what it was anymore. Let me just go through.
The
Oh,
best
we
of
could
both.
have like Jerry being boycotted because of his Switch.
Yeah, do that. Come on. Like, do it, please.
We
Give
have,
me
like,
an
a
image
no
and I'll
oh,
work some magic.
Oh, no, the no fun allowed, but
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
it's just no Switch allowed.
No Switch allowed.
That's perfect.
Put Jerry beside Reggie there. In the
Yeah, yeah.
corner. No,
Oh,
no
yeah.
Switch
So
allowed
it's-
corner.
Yeah, we need to find like a picture we can put of like two people in jail. Just have like Reggie and Jerry there.
Go ask Kuro and do it.
No, it's okay. That Kuro's work is too high quality. We do like very like low.
Low quality beat.
We do lots of low quality stuff that combined into one beautiful high quality thumbnail.
Finally got noticed after 10 episodes.
There's supposed to be a Dauntless thing.
We didn't really go on much about that.
Not really.
Mm.
Then what? I can't put
wait.
kinky stuff there.
Actually,
No,
we
just
can
put the word cheeky. That's it.
take the thumbnail. Like take Nep, right?
Uh-huh.
And then put Annan's face over her boob. Done.
Oh my god. Tokido
Put
with the
put a
wing.
GTX Titan on it.
Sponsored by the
What's that?
Raiders.
Put what again?
Put a GTX Titan on it.
With the
That's
GTX.
I still don't
Oh,
get
yeah,
it. What
that's-
again? Huh?
A Titan GTX. he says.
Okay, alright. Well, approve then. Oh boy, and I need to put it up tomorrow. Oh, okay.
This week's episode can be a bit late, they can prove.
Yeah, it's pretty Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And super tiny 40k corner. Kill Team comes out this weekend. I was hoping that I could play the game, like demo the game before we record it, but because I was in Genting all week, I could not. So I'm going tomorrow to go demo the game. So next episode, I will report back to you on Kill Team.
And next episode, I will talk to you about the things I cannot talk to you guys right now because of legal bindings. I really need to talk to
Legal
someone.
bonding.
Legal
Ah,
bonding.
Legal
BDSM.
bonding.
legal
Legal
bondage.
binding. Wow.
My God,
Whatever, as long
you
as
sign the
there's consent,
NDA. Yes, master. Sign the NDA, master.
You know, that actually sounds a lot more wrong than it's supposed to
Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke.
That's the
be.
joke. And apparently,
Also, presenting the award to Kuro for being the first lady on this podcast.
Yay!
We didn't. We
yeah.
expected it to be much later than 11. But we thought it would take a much longer time, and yet somehow it didn't.
and thankfully, everybody behave.
Ooh.
Everybody
Unlike that panel.
Unlike that other panel.
Uh,
panel.
okay. There's your lot for dia.log, the Gamer Matters podcast number 11. Thank you for listening in. And before we go, quick social links
huge-
promotion.
A huge thanks to the Kuro cast people for showing up.
Okay, I'm gonna,
So this is official now. What?
I'm gonna change my channel, my Facebook page like this.
For limited time only, it's called a Kurocast. In conjunction with dia.log.
Oh my
Kuro,
god!
what, like, aside from being the host, founder, and only person on your own like solo podcast, what else would you like to plug?
Go to Facebook page. It's Jerry Cast MY. Sorry, I haven't updated it yet. Another page you can go to is Kuroshibe Art. If you need any art or costume, maybe not costume, but the costume slots are really limited. So, yeah. Jerry?
I mean, you already
doesn't
said
do
all the
anything, right?
links.
He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't have a podcast, right?
Yeah, it kind of died. Well, for now.
Well, there's the food review.
Yeah, I still need to continue that somehow.
YouTube, Utsukumi, Jerry.
I mean, aside from that, I still have that one video that is like 1 year old now, and I'm still too afraid to finish it for whatever reason.
Right.
And it's like, what, 22 minutes long based on the recording alone?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll try to finish it somehow.
Right. I think that's all.
I think that's all,
Okay,
yeah.
and the panels. Promote your social links.
Hell yeah! So thanks to all of you who showed up for Vax. Next battle, AMG. I'm gonna be at booth E7, I think? Question mark. I should have prepared this beforehand. Did not. Follow me on Twitter at Wamero. Follow me on Facebook, Crusader Wamero. And also, I'm still taking like pre-order commissions. If you want me to draw stuff for you at AMG, like send me a message. I will be there. I'll also just be at Animangaki April 18th to 19th. Check it out. Come buy my shit because I spent a lot of money in Genting and I would like that money back.
Wait. You said April.
Did I say April? August. My
August,
bad.
man, August.
Man, you live
Are
in
you
the
drunk?
past.
Maybe.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
This is a family-friendly channel.
No, it isn't. It is as far from a family.
After many parties.
If you think it is, I'm sorry. You've made a great
Literally the
mistake.
first thing we talked about at B14. Sorry, I'm gonna be at B14 in Animangaki.
Cool.
But yeah, check it out. Hopefully I will have some new. I'm on sem break now, so I'm looking for new shit to do. Commission me so that I can buy shit. And also, if you happen to be a PR dev from Adult Swim Games, talk to me. I would like to review a game you have coming out soon. So hit me with that. Daniel.
Just follow me on Twitter at Flicky. This is FL4KY. And here's a tip. If you're playing the touring car series in the Creed 2, don't use a Mini Cooper S. that I did.
I mean, that's a general life tip, isn't it? Don't use a Mini Cooper. Mini Coopers suck. They aren't as cool as people think they are.
Don't race it on the final race like I am right now, and I'm like struggling.
Anyone who uses a Mini Cooper has a small dick. And,
Ooh.
Well, what if it's a woman using a mini?
Oh
well,
my god.
if it's a woman, then whatever would be really inconvenient for her, that same thing. She'll never attain orgasm in her lifetime.
Wow.
Wow.
You just put arbitrary.
Right, Annan?
Yeah. Okay. You can find me on Facebook, Zohana ID, and in 6.5 hours, the Overwatch League Finals Day 1 will start. I'm putting my money on Philadelphia Fusion, but
Yeah,
hindsight
Fusion.
2020. So if you're listening to this after the finals, yeah, you can fire me or something for choosing the wrong team.
Come on. Philly steaks,
Fusion
man.
go.
Philly
Yeah,
cheese
Philly
steaks
win.
over New York pizza.
Yep,
And
same.
they already lost, so they're fighting against London Spitfire. Oh yeah, it's not coming home.
Oh, okay. London
It's coming
London
home.
tea and crumpets.
It ain't coming home,
It's not
boys.
coming home.
England just cannot catch a break this year.
F1 lost. World
World Cup
Cup
lost.
lost.
Overwatch
Was-
lost.
Okay,
And-
Meck.
Even with Koreans, they were still lost.
Oh my god.
A full Korean roster still lost.
Maybe that's why they want to get rid of him. They can't win them any tournament.
Oh my god. And you can find me, Amiral Macronos Ashraf, everywhere, almost everywhere, with the name Meckronos Macronos. Do usually find me on Twitter. And before we go, I just want to make an emphasis that there will be a very exclusive new content coming up on August 2nd at 10 p.m. Malaysian time. So stay tuned. Then the shackles will be free. Then I
Yeah,
can
it's like-
talk about something.
It's
Ah,
like the ending for Persona 5, right? With the chain, like you grab the chain and you throw.
exactly. And then finally I can say something that I am holding on because of legal bounds. Illegal bondages. And there you go. Thanks for listening in. And have a good day.
Get the fuck out.
No, get the fuck out.
Get
Goodbye.
up, play around the park.